Is the American dream of homeownership dying? Here's the truth. Hello, I'm David Hittle, your Kentucky real estate specialist, member of Shop Kentucky Homes LLC with United Real Estate Louisville. And have you ever heard someone say, I'll never be able to afford a home? Or maybe they say, the American dream is dead. It's a sentiment that's becoming increasingly common in recent years, and honestly, it's not hard to understand why. Home prices are higher and only going higher. Mortgage rates are higher, and saving for a down payment feels harder than ever. But is the American dream of home ownership actually dead or dying? Or has it simply become more difficult to achieve? Well, let's talk about it. So, why do people feel this way? Well, it's because the biggest challenge today is affordability. Over the last several years, home prices have risen faster than incomes in many parts of the country. At the same time, mortgage rates increased significantly from those historic lows, artificial historic lows, we saw during 2020 and 2021. So as a result, monthly payments are much higher than many buyers expected. For first-time buyers especially, it can feel like the finish line just keeps moving further and further away. The frustration is real, and it is understandable. So why home ownership still matters? Despite those challenges, home ownership continues to offer benefits that renting simply cannot replicate. One of the biggest is equity. Over time, homeowners build ownership in an asset rather than making rent payments that provide no ownership interest. Homeownership can also provide stability because you are not subject to those annual rent increases and you have more control over your living environment. Historically, owning a home has been one of the primary ways families build long-term wealth. And that is one reason so many people continue pursuing it. However, there's good news, and most people will miss it. Even with today's affordability challenges, millions of Americans are still buying homes. Why? Because your life keeps moving forward. People get married, families grow, careers change, children are born, and many of those life events eventually create a need for housing. One of the biggest misconceptions is that your first home has to be your forever home. For many homeowners, it is not. Many people start with a modest home. I did. Build up equity and move up over time. If you find this information helpful, please take just a moment of your time to like this video, subscribe to the channel, I make it convenient, button in the right-hand corner, and turn on notifications so that you don't miss future Kentucky real estate updates. And if you're thinking about buying a home anywhere in Kentucky or around the world, please let me have the opportunity to help you. So what can help buyers today? Well, while affordability remains challenging, there are still many options available. Many buyers are surprised to learn that they may qualify for FHA loans, for VA loans, for USDA loans, for down payment assistance programs, how I bought my two houses, and seller's concessions. Many people still assume that you need 20% down or that you have to have perfect credit. In many situations, that is simply not true. So the key is understanding your options, developing a realistic plan, and then purchasing the home that fits your needs. So what does this mean for Kentucky? Well, one thing that's important to remember is that affordability varies dramatically depending on location. The challenges that buyers are facing in New York, in Los Angeles, or in San Francisco are very, very different from those issues facing buyers in Louisville, Shelbyville, Georgetown, Frankfort, E-Town, or even Brandenburg. Kentucky actually remains, believe it or not, Kentucky remains one of the most affordable states in the country. Now, that does not mean that affordability is not a challenge here in Kentucky, but opportunities still exist for many buyers who are willing to plan and prepare. So, is the American dream of homeownership dead? I do not believe so. Is it harder? Absolutely. Is it more expensive? Without question. Is it more complicated? Definitely. But it is not dead. Every day, people continue purchasing homes, they continue to build equity, and they continue to create opportunities for their families. The dream may look different than it did 20 or 30 years ago, but it is still very much alive. The key, understand the market, understand your options, and create a plan that works for your situation. Again, I'm David Hittle, your Kentucky real estate specialist and member of Shop Kentucky Homes, LLC, with United Real Estate Louisville. And if I can help you buy, sell, invest, or simply just answer your real estate questions, please feel free to reach out. Thank you once again for watching my videos. I greatly appreciate it, and I hope I see you watching my next one.